Welcome to my life as an NPC. I am Carbon Scythe. Today is Valentine's Day, and this is Find Love or Die Trying. We are waking up in bed next to Violet, and I'm assuming that that is because on a third date you are supposed, and don't let tropes control your life, supposed to put out on a third date. And maybe that's what's going on here. We are adults after all, as far as I can tell. And yeah, we've been on a third date with both Terra and Violet. I really liked the date with Violet, not so much with Terra. Now we only have Yui left, and then we will see who is marriage material for us. Question is, do we actually get to leave the island, or do we have to? Are we gonna have our memories erased one more time and start this whole thing over again? Well, I guess we'll only find out once we start playing again, so, yeah. Waking up next to Violet felt like waking up next to an angel. We could have walked back from the beach we had walked back from the beach past midnight last night, so any rest we could get was very welcome. For several minutes, all I could do was watch her silver hair catch the sunlight. She was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Morning, Carbon. Morning to you, Violet. Do you mind if we just perhaps stay here for a spell? For a spell? Never heard that phrase before. Not one bit. Fantastic. She rolled herself toward me and hugged me with all her strength. No take-backs. We lay together in the bed all morning, enjoying each other's warmth and company. I don't want this moment to end. I simply cannot wait till we leave here together, Carbon. We will be the greatest partnership of all time. An empire like no other. I do like an ambitious woman. It's time for you to spend some time with another girl now. Yeah, sorry about that. It's in the contract. It's no matter. To bicker about this would be fruitless. It's the very nature of this show. Do entertain yourself with whoever today's date will be, but know that anything she could offer would pale to what a queen could. Ooh, she is confident. Gotta love that. You're running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine, just watch. Good morning, Cat. Morning, Carbon. How do you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. You bet you did. That bed is worth more than your life. That reminds me. Why can't the staff have the same kind of bed that Carbon has? Do I look like I'm made of money? You literally own this island. If I give the staff beds, the next thing they'd ask for is minimum wage. No thanks. Jeez. You walked away. So, how about that 5-year plan, huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. Anyway, it's time for your last date with your last soulmate candidate, Yui. You ready? It's time to make or break. I'm ready as I'll ever be, Cat. Then, without further ado, lights, camera. Don't get yourself killed. And try to find love. I could see Yui from my room's window. Walking around the front of the mansion, it looked like she was looking for something. I practically jumped down the stairs, then ran outside to see her. Hey there, Carbon. What's the hurry? You look like you're in quite the rush. I just wanted to see you a little earlier. Gosh, that's really sweet of you. I've been meaning to see you too. I've just been doing a lot of thinking since you helped me get Bun. Oh, how's the big bee doing? Come to think of it, that's why I came out here. He ran out in a hurry, and I was trying to catch up. Though this has already happened a few times, and each time he somehow ended up back in my room. I'm sure he's fine. I wouldn't be worried. I just can't help myself, you know. You're a really sweet person, Yui. I love that about you. You are too, Carbon. Do you have a time to hang out? It's something I'd like to do with you. Of course I do. For you. even if it's a little boring. I'm sure it can't be that boring if it's with you, you know. Whatever it is, I'm down. Okay, here we go. And so we walked together to the beach and started fishing side by side. Now this is life. I have to admit, this wasn't what I expected. This was by far the best way to pass the time out in the countryside. To be honest, I'm not much for crazy activities like skydiving or shopping trips. I'd rather just spend my days quietly with the person I love, talking from dusk till dawn. Just enjoy each other's company, you know? That's the best. Is this okay with you? Of course it is, Yui. Getting the chance to learn more about you, to try the things you like, that's where the real fun is. I'd also much prefer that to doing crazy things all the time too. Though I do think shopping trips aren't really in the same category as skydiving. They are when you live deep in the country. Hey, you up for a little contest? Sure, let's do it. What is it? Want to see who can catch more fish. Oh, she liked that, didn't she now? You're on. Apparently, I had fanned the flames of Yui's competitive spirit. For the next few hours, we kept on at it, while we enjoyed each other's conversation and company. Yui was a natural. She was catching fish left and right. Each time she caught one, she let it back into the ocean, and each time I wondered when my first one would bite. I never ended up catching a single one. Well, that didn't matter. What did was that we were having a ball. Thanks for indulging me, Carbon. Hey, I had a lot of fun too, Yui. Don't worry about it. You don't have to lie. I know I'm not like the other girls. I grew up with nothing, and it shows in how I spend my time, what I wear, everything. I love you so much, you know. If I had you, I'd give you all the love in my heart, every moment of every day. I really would live for love. That's what I always wanted. But I know I could never give you all the things everyone else could. The money, the acclaim, the excitement. And I find myself worrying, what if you picked me, and the second we leave this island, you realize that I can't give you the life you deserve, and you start to hate me. I don't know what I'd do if it came to that. So before it comes to that, I want to ask you, would just me be enough? My breath was taken away before I had the chance to say what I wanted to. I saw something I'd never seen before. I would never see again. What the hell? The sky rapidly turned from bright blue to black. God damn it, not again! As if it were water being drowned in the darkest ink. Then the bright sun in the sky went out, like a candle in the wind. The last thing I saw was Yui screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. A second later, it was pitch black. I couldn't even see my hands reaching out to try to save her. Okay, so not only are we trapped here, but the entire island is trapped in some kind of field, because you can't just block out the sun like that. God damn it. What? Yeah, you are made of money, Damien. Fuck you. A second later, it was pitch black. I couldn't even see my hands reaching out to try to save her. Then I felt somebody grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several people. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed for Yui, for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then, nothing. And we're back here. I woke up on an operating table, the kind you'd see in a nightmare. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Morning, Carbon. What's going on, Cat? Get me out of here! I'm afraid I can't do that. And honestly, I'm getting tired of explaining why. Let's just speed this along, shall we? What are you talking about? She placed some kind of helmet on my head. I tried to avoid it, but the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. See you soon, Carbon. She pressed it. The curtain closes. You're taking your bow, and when you lift your head, I can see you clearly for the first time. It's you. The one I've been waiting all this time to see. The one who made me dream of a life together, far from this island. You've been right by me all this time. That sounds like cats. Tomorrow's the day, Carbon. You nervous? Who wouldn't be? You got a point. She reached for my hand and I held it tightly. You okay? You sure we should be doing this? I don't want you to be punished just because I want to get out of here. Yeah, exactly. She's a prisoner here too. Regardless of what this painting might suggest. Hey, cat. We've always been a team. You and me. No matter what, we're in this together. Thanks, Carbon. How did things come to this? The escape failed. I've been surrounded, beaten, shot, betrayed. The love of my life. She shot me. I'm bleeding out rapidly. I try my best to slow the bleeding, but it's no use. What did you do to her? I choke out every last word. I didn't do anything. You were too busy making hard eyes at Cat here to see where the true loyalties lied. I'm sorry, Carbon, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell him, dear? Damien is my father. Well, that's interesting. They look to be the same age, though. I knew you were planning something the moment you came to this island, but you didn't trust me enough to tell me what exactly it was. So I became close to you and told you just what you wanted to hear. And then you told me everything I needed to know. As soon as you told me your plan, there was no way you were ever going to escape from this island. Why are you saying this? Now that's my girl, you really are my daughter. Why? I love that look on your face, Carbon. You know, you got an expression that would be perfect for me next show. It just so happens we got an opening just for you. It's no use. I've lost too much blood. So not only can they erase memories and turn people into zombies, they can basically bring me back from the brink of death too. Not to mention that they have an entire island-wide studio. The world turned dark. This is the end. Keep him alive. Carbon, you might think I'm showing you mercy, but believe me, by the end of this, you're going to wish that I just let Cat kill you. Why? Why, Cat? Why would you? I barely have time to breathe before the waves pull me under once more. We wake up here? Where am I? I'm underwater. It's so dark and cold. I try to move, but I'm so tired. It takes all my strength to reach my hand out forward. Feels like glass. I'm trapped in some kind of tank. Okay, we are trapped in one of these. Damn. I want to sleep for just a... Is someone there? I can feel somebody's presence. I open my eyes and I can see. Hang on, just a little longer, Carbon. Oh, this? Yeah, as I said, she's the one who tried to escape with me on the plane, on the boat, all those things. Who are you? The woman in front of me looked at me with pity. I tried to speak, but it's no use. My mouth won't speak the words I want them to. You're awake! I'm so glad, but you're gonna wish you were asleep for this next bit. Trust me. And sorry in advance. She moved towards some kind of terminal next to my tank and pressed a button. As if on cue, It was as if every nerve in my body was set on fire. I screamed and thrashed around, but it did nothing to alleviate the pain. Oh, would you look at that? Looks like our little Harry's got some life left in him. Is Ali on his side too? You know, Carbon, you're in luck. Usually I just kill you for this, but a new opportunity just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. I'm sorry, Carbon, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell him, dear? Damien is my father. Okay, oh no, Ali is restoring all my memories. Please, let that be the case. I've been wrong about this before. But this time, please. Oh! Always the hero, aren't you, Carbon? You should be more worried about yourself. You know the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but I'm done talking. Goodbye, Carbon. Hold on just a little longer, Carbon. She looked away from me, as if she had heard something. What? I couldn't tell. Shit, they're almost here. We're running out of time. I'm sorry, Carbon. I won't be able to give you back all of your memories, but this will have to be enough. She pressed another button on the terminal. I got to run back to my tank. Or they know something's up. A tank like in a military tank or one of these tanks? You could at least say hibernation tank if that's what you meant. She pressed her hand against the glass. Hold on just a little longer, okay? I'll get us out of here. The pain, it stopped. The world turned dark. And I'm back here. Hopefully with all my memories intact this time. I've been here before. I'm Carbon. I'm on some kind of dating show. Find love or die trying. Ali, she helped me. I got to find her. You're up early. Most people around here usually need a little more to wake little more to wake them up. Cat. I remember now. I tried to escape this island with her. She pretended to be my lover. She betrayed me and shot me too. She's the reason why I'm trapped here. It's only fragments I can remember, but I remember enough to know that she's bad news. We've done this song and dance over and over, more times than I can count by now. I've been in love with and chosen Ali, Scarlet, Terra, Violet and Yui, each of them, countless times. Am I a bad person? Come to think of it, I can't remember what happened before this show started either. I need to find Ali, but first, for the problem at hand, if I want to get out of here, I can't let Cat know that I remember what's happened before. Where am I? I think that's a good answer. I gotta play dumb. I know this sounds weird, but do you know where we are? We should buy it. Walk with me, there's a lot to get you up to speed on. The name's Kat, I'm the producer for the new show, Find Love or Die Trying. And what's your name? I don't remember. Looks like it's the same beginning as usual. Learn about the killer dating show rules. Meet the girls before the show starts. Yui, I don't remember meeting you before this show, but I'm glad I got to meet you again. It's impossible not to feel happier when I see your smile. You think that the staff would have learned to cook better by now? There's so much more to you than you show the world, Violet. Scarlet, you're still hiding that you're reading that magazine with another book. It brings a smile to my face every time. I think I know what happened to you now. You still have no idea what you got into, Terra. Kill a dating show or not. I'd love to see the way you see the world. And finally, Ali. You never gave up on us getting out of here, even after all this time. Howdy, Carbon. I hear you're the suitor. Care to join me for a jog? There's a place in the forest I'd love to go for a run around with you. It'll be my pleasure. We went for a jog, exchanging banter like we'd always done when we met each other. The second we got to the unrecorded area of the forest, her smile faded. I'm glad you got the hint, Carbon. You haven't given yourself away to anyone yet, right? No, I haven't. As far as Cat knows, I don't remember anything as usual. Sweet. I knew I was right to help you first. Ooh, yes. Really, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I gotta ask, how did you escape the tank in the first place? Honestly, I got lucky. Usually the tank knocks me out right away, but that last time, I think something must have bugged out. I saw my chance and took it. Anything better than being stuck here forever. I'm sorry I couldn't get all your memories back. Don't worry about it, Ali. All I could ask for is a fighting chance, and you gave that to me. Don't mention it. I mean, duh, I'm hands down the MVP. Anyway, it's about time I tell you the truth, Carbon. I'm from the Resistance. You can think of us as a cover group of concerned citizens who have a few bones to pick with the world's current management. Okay. So not only have Damon isolated us, he is possibly the one who governs the entire world after the apocalypse that he created. What is his goal? And those bones are their necks. Joking aside, we are fighting a war here. The war will be won with information. Information that lives on this island, and only here. There was no way that we could find this place, not by conventional means. But then we found out about the show. And so they sent you here. Actually, I volunteered. Believe me, the others didn't want me to, but I knew I had to. I was the one with the least to lose. Ali. It was pretty easy getting in, all things considered. All I had to do was write a report that labeled me as suspicious of conspiring against the government, take a few cute selfies, and boom, I was flown here. Oh, that's smart. Let's see here. All I had to write was a report that labeled me as suspicious of conspiring against the government. Oh. They are taking any resistance kind of character, putting on this island, locking them inside of a game loop so they never try to do anything else. That's genius, actually. Incredibly difficult, but genius. Give the resistance a new life over and over again so that they can't think of resisting, essentially. Didn't go to great since then, though. But that was when I was a lone wolf. Got you now, and we'll get out of here together. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan. I haven't even told you the plan yet. But since you're so excited, let's get right to it. There's two things we need to do. One, we need to bring the other girls' memories back. We won't be able to get their trust or work with them till we do. And we'll need their help for part 2. And what's that? 2, we need to get the fuck out of here. Sounds about right. Easy said and done, though. It's gonna take a hell of a lot of setup and coordination. There's a small army of armed and trained staff tasked with keeping us here, not to mention us needing a way off the island. I'll figure it out as we go, but for now, how about you go on a date with Scarlet today? I can do that, but how does that relate to us getting out of here? I'd tell you, if I thought you could be a better actor. Believe me, you'll know why later. Anyway, let's head back to the mansion. We don't want Cat to start looking for us. Sounds good to me. You're really something, you know. That's putting it lightly. Carbon, there you are. Sorry, I got carried away exploring the island. I gotta be careful around Cat. I know exactly what she's capable of firsthand. Is that so? Well, it's no harm, but you'll have a whole week to explore, you know. You'll get one date with each of the girls for the first 5 days. So now I have to date all of them in 5 days. Okay. Why are they ramping it up like this? Why aren't they just doing the same loop over and over again? Because we are running out of girls and we will be running out of days, essentially. A little something special for day 6, and then a final ceremony where you propose to one of the girls. That sounds like the perfect amount of time to figure out if we're meant to be together. You'd be surprised. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Who do you want to spend today's date with? Scarlet. There's just something about her, you know? I found Scarlet inside the library, the place I'd most often meet her for the first time. But that is where we will be cutting off for today's episode. As I suspected, today's episode, for this episode, all of the episodes are being sent in today. But we will be cutting off here now, and as I suspected, they tried to erase my memories again. But thanks to Ali, we got our memories, most of our memories back. Question is, how long has this been going on for? I just don't know. But you will be able to see the next episode right away, as all of the episodes will be published at the same time today on Valentine's Day. And remember, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.